I'm Phil Roker, Managing Director of Vacherin. Over the last year, we've been developing a comprehensive wellbeing programme for our staff, and the two key players who were instrumental in creating the programme are going to talk to you now about some skills and techniques that will help you cope with this current period of uncertainty. Klaudia Mitura is a work psychologist and learning and development specialist and hosts a weekly podcast called Cooke and Happiness. Shane Cooke is a fabulous chef, but he has a true passion for wellbeing and resilience. He launched his company Just for Wellbeing with the support he received after winning the Acorn Scholarship in 2019. Take it away, guys.
Hello everyone, my name is Klaudia and I'm a work psychologist and a learning and development specialist. I'm also a co-host of a podcast called And Happiness, looking into the science of happiness in the workplace. And today I'm here with my fabulous colleague, Shane Cooke.
Hello there, my name is Shane Cooke and I'm the founder of a wellbeing company called Just for Wellbeing. I'm a wellbeing and resilience coach and also a mindfulness teacher, and I work with individuals and businesses on wellbeing plans.
Fantastic. And today we are here to share with you a little bit of inspiration on practical tools that you can use to look after your well-being and happiness during this, very challenging times. Shane, over to you.
So I'm starting with a subject I absolutely love. So mindfulness. So mindfulness is a great practice for stress, anxiety, self-doubt, and even pain control. And it's based around breath work. And what it does is bring us into the present moment, the here and now. It's about seeing things in their purest form. So why would we want to be in the here and now? Basically, the reason is there's no preconceptions or misconceptions, and it's the purest way to investigate things such as thoughts, emotions, and surroundings. And this can be really, really nourishing. So using breathing techniques, we can step out of automatic pilot, which is the way many of us live day to day, where we're kind of completing the same routine and the same tasks without thinking about them. So being mindful allows us to experience things more deeply so we can be better informed and make those conscious and emotionally attached decisions. So that eliminates and reduces acting on impulse, which often makes situations worse. We also welcome bad thoughts and memories, and we're curious about them and accept them. And this is much more nourishing way of dealing with them. So rather than try to forget and ignore them, and leaving them in our subconscious mind, where they can do damage, where we're using them to learn, become wiser, and reduce negative impact.
Yeah, absolutely. And I must say the mindfulness is really a great technique for me personally to deal with lots of emotions and lots of thoughts. And it does boost happiness. And as we know, happiness may feel like a very fluffy, abstract concept. But we also know from, say, extensive psychological research that there are very specific drivers to help us to maintain our happiness. And one of these drivers is mastery. And that means that even if we might not be currently working, it is important for us to create opportunities to be applying, developing, and progressing our skills to solve problems and create positive impact. And this could be done via volunteering, freelancing, hobbies, or side projects. And when we use our strengths, it's not only about the fact that we feel happier, but also, according to the research, we are 6 times more effective, productive, innovative, and engaged.
Brilliant. So I'm going to talk now about positive habits and boundaries and balance. So it's really important that we don't forget about balance and boundaries. So for those in work, just make sure that you're not being consumed by it. Have a cut-off points for your calls, your emails, your work in general. Use the time for self, family, friends, and activities that make us joyful, positive, and happy. And for those out of work, my advice would be to still have boundaries. Work will come, so try and stay active and look after your diet, your liquid intake, and get some good sleep to nourish your brain and body. It'll really help reduce worry and that rumination. I know many people have lost their routines, been off, searching for jobs, and many have fell into bad habits. So my suggestion for that would be to recreate a work style routine. Get up early, have breaks, lunch, etc. Search for jobs in what would normally be your work time, and then finish your day at your normal work time. And this really helps. But we often pick up lots of bad habits that we actually don't realize, and until we sit down and really think about them. Now, this could be stuff like social media or eating rubbish, drinking too much coffee. So work out and write down all the bad habits that you've picked up and what damage they could be doing. Try not to say, right, I'm not going to do them anymore. The best advice I can give is swap them for that direct opposite, the good version of what it was, and jot down what the good outcomes will be if you stick to those habits. And this can give us real direction and goals moving forward.
Fantastic. And when we are dealing with adversity, it's very hard to maintain a positive attitude. But the good news is that research shows that we can learn to be more optimistic. So if we want to adopt a more optimistic approach, we need to think how we can be appreciating the positive events more, whilst also being realistic about adversity around us. When positive events takes place, we can start with recognizing our personal contribution, seeing that we achieved it because our skills and hard work, that the good fortune can last, and that event will benefit our other areas of life. On the other hand, when dealing with adversity, we can try to be more realistic by seeing it as temporary setback, noticing that it relates to only one specific part of our life, and it is due to various external factors, so no need to take it personally. Studies show that if we are able to perceive those negative events as a stepping stone into something different, well, potentially better, we will more likely to experience growth in our life.
Great advice. I'm sure it will help many people.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, and look after your well-being.